What the fuck is that? Yes, I know I'm alone, but still, what the fuck is that? I think it's… No. I hope it's like a squirrel or something. Whatever it is, it's practically mummified. It probably came from the courtyard through the open balcony door a few years ago and just died here. But it's not laying down. It's still standing, like it died instantly where it stood. Man, we were just hired to clean some offices and cubicles, mop a few floors, empty a few trash cans. Not to do whatever the fuck this shit is. They're not paying me enough. They, being my sister and her cleaning service, but also the tech startup that bought this place. Her bid was way too low for this job. At least it's the middle of the night, so all this creepy shit gets to feel extra creepy. I took another step up towards the third floor. Oh look, another dead squirrel. Nope, that's just a giant fucking rat. I'm not cleaning this. How did the construction crew come in and remodel 2 whole floors without even touching the 3rd, 4th, or 5th? With the way that door to the stairwell was jammed, I'm the first person up here in years. Don't they have building inspectors or some shit that are supposed to come look at this before anyone is allowed to work here?
Hey, remember that big old house we used to drive past? Kinda north of town?
What? I wasn't sure what just happened. She always burst in and woke me up. I wasn't even sure if I was actually awake yet.
You know it's like 4 o'clock, right?
I was up all night.
Like always. What were you doing this time?
I lifted my head and tried to look at her with half-open eyes. What were you saying about a house?
That old mansion that's been empty forever, you remember it?
Ah, yeah. The big rusty gate by the street with the long driveway. We always dared kids to see who could get the farthest until getting scared and running back?
Yeah, that one. Some tech company bought it a while back and they've been renovating it into a small office building.
She was smug when she said this. I knew it was leading to something.
Well, they're all done with the outside and about half of the inside.
Oh yeah, I saw them laying asphalt last time I went by. Looked like they were building a parking lot and widening the driveway at the entrance.
The tech company actually already set up offices on the first 2 floors and have had some employees there working.
Okay, so?
Well, guess who just made a bid for the temporary cleaning staff contract?
I figured.
And guess who already heard back and got the contract?
Maria's maid service? She hates that goofy name and the owner that always tried to snake her clients from her.
No, asshole, I did.
You said it's going to be an office building, though? Don't you usually just scrub toilets for rich people all day? She hated that generalization just as much as she hates Maria. She rolled her eyes.
Look, it's a much bigger job than we usually do, so we need some extra help. I gave them a lowball offer, but it's still more money than we made all of last year, so this could be really big. Maybe even long-term.
Is that why you kicked in my door, yelling at me? You're offering me a job?
No, I'm calling in a favor you owe me. All the leftovers I bring and dirty dishes you leave behind, you're doing this.
This time I rolled my eyes.
They don't want us in the way during business hours. And since you're up all night doing nothing anyway, it shouldn't really affect your sleep. It's an overnight gig.
When do you start? She threw a t-shirt at me.
Tonight, I just came back from meeting with their security. Got the keys to the front door.
Great. So when do we get paid? I threw the shirt back at her. And I'm not wearing that stupid logo. If it's overnight, no one will care how unprofessional I look.
Any issues? Just pick up the phone at reception and dial 2849. That's the Guard Shack extension.
She hands him back the clipboard.
Thanks. We'll see you on the way out.
Oh, will we now?
The short woman in the back seat finally spoke up to make a joke about my sister flirting with security. Great job he did. I bet he didn't even notice the 3 other people in the car. Didn't even check for any ID. Not that I cared. I didn't really want to be here anyway. We started up the driveway towards the old house/new office building. You could see fresh asphalt on the left side where they widened it out a bit, all to make room for more traffic entering and exiting. There was a new security office and exit gate put in too. They didn't really change a whole lot, but it's still so different than I remember. We pulled up to the new parking lot. It was lit up nicely from the lights in the lobby. I'm still trying to picture how it looked when it was all bricks and splintered planks of wood. Now the front wall is almost all glass. Why do they need so many chairs in the lobby? How many people are they expecting to be waiting to meet with someone all at once? I'm trying to be funny, but no jokes ever land.
Ooh, look at the reception desk. It looks like it's reclaimed wood from the outside of the house.
The fourth member of our crew finally spoke, the husband of the short woman. I forgot their names already. They really should be retired, but I guess they need the money, or they just really like my sister. We all open the doors and slowly get out.
Stop slamming my doors.
Sorry. I opened the door again and closed it gently. There. I have a bad habit of accidentally slamming car doors. Every car I've ever owned was beat to hell, so closing the doors hard was necessary to get them closed. The lobby doors needed a little key jiggle to unlock. I guess the new locks haven't been broken in yet. The whole place looked brand new. A few skid marks on the tile from some IT guy's shoes, but other than that, it was clean.
Just mop down here and vacuum out those meeting rooms
She pointed to the 3 doors to the far left of the reception desk,
and the ones over there.
pointing to the right. The whole lobby was almost perfectly symmetrical. 3 meeting rooms on each side for potential clients and customers, and 2 more doors right next to reception. A courtyard exit on the left and a stairwell on the right. I noticed 1 more door on the far left past the meeting rooms.
Oh yeah. Mop the restrooms and clean the toilets too.
She smiled.
The lobby is big, but it's simple. You can handle it alone while we get started on 2. Don't forget to put out new rolls of toilet paper.
Okay, but we didn't actually bring anything with us. I didn't see any custodial closets or anything.
Everything is in the maintenance storage on the other side of the courtyard. Let's go.
This was clearly an old kitchen next to an old laundry room, just being used to hold ladders, extension cords, and mop buckets now. That service elevator, that thing creeps me out. It looks like a bird cage. I can't believe it still works. There's not even any buttons to push. You have to use a lever on the inside and practically drive it yourself to each floor. That's how old this place is. I didn't think elevator operator was even a real job title. I guess the people who used to live here really were that rich. Maids, cooks, waiters, probably a live-in nanny for the kids. A butler? Who has a butler? Seriously. I guess it doesn't matter now. Everyone who worked here and everyone who lived here are probably dead by now. I've lived in this city my whole life, and this place has just always been vacant. I guess it was built with some really solid foundations, though. It's still standing and was apparently in good enough shape to just be renovated, instead of knocked down and cleared out for a new building. Unless this new company is just that cheap, they're cutting every corner possible. They wouldn't do that, would they? Who the fuck am I kidding? Of course they would. I hear the elevator ding as it reaches the 2nd floor, and the rest of the crew start making their way to the cubicles and offices. I wonder back to what she said. The old crew left all their supplies here and walked out. This company is too new to have an old crew. I pull the mop bucket out of the old laundry room and start filling it with water at the spigot just outside. I take one last peek through the gated and heavily locked archway that looks down to where the horse stables and pasture used to be. It's a shame they knocked those down. I head back through the courtyard toward the lobby. The exterior lights around the 2nd floor are just bright enough that I can't see what's above them from down here, no matter how much I squint. There's 2 more archways, one on each side of the courtyard, gated and locked, just like the other one. One looks out at an old tennis court with a rusted basketball hoop about to collapse on it at any minute. The other looks to the dried-up swimming pool that's now just filled with trash and debris. But inside the courtyard, it's pretty nice. Looks like a park, benches, picnic tables, trees, shrubbery. At least this company is making an attempt to have nice places for employees to take their lunch breaks. Can't say that about my last job. They didn't give a shit. I get the now heavy bucket over the threshold and into the lobby. After stacking the chairs out of the way, I start with the mopping.
Hey, we can't get this door open.
What the fuck? She startled me. I was just starting to put the seats back where they go and had my back to the stairs. You scared the shit out of me.
Calm down. We finished on 2. They wanted us to go up to the 3rd floor and start dragging the old furniture to the service elevator and toss what we can into a pile by the pool house.
Okay, and?
The door to the stairs is stuck. We can't open it.
She puts her hand up to the side of her mouth, as if it would shield her words from reaching the couple coming down the stairs.
They're getting up there in age.
I'm not maintenance. I'm just here to mop. Let's do that tomorrow night.
We've only been here for about an hour, you lazy dick. Just go up there and see if you can get the door open. We'll finish up down here and meet you up there in a little while.
Is it stuck or just locked? I start heading towards the stairs. Give me your keys just in case. She pulls them out of her pocket and tosses them to me as I start heading up to the 2nd floor. I get to the top of the stairs and look out the balcony door into the courtyard again. The lights are still too bright around the top of the 2nd floor to really see what the floors above look like. But now I can make out the basic shape of the building and what might be more balconies above. I turn around and head into the office. Cubicles as far as the eye can see, or so it felt. I walk through, feeling like a mouse in a maze. I look at the desks as I pass by, noticing all the picture frames, knickknacks, and potted plants. It seems like they've been settled in here for a while. I thought they were just moving in. Why wouldn't they have started working on the upper floors yet? I turn down the hallway and walk all the way to the end. Just a restroom and some meeting rooms. Where are the damn stairs? I turn back and walk all the way back across the cubicles. I see a desk I missed the first time. Pictures of cats taped to everything. The filing cabinet, computer monitor, cubicle walls, even stuck to the nameplate on the outside of the cubicle. Steven? I wasn't expecting that. He's definitely single. I turn down the hall looking for the stairs. Still no stairwell. Just another restroom and some offices. Probably the executives. Where the fuck are the stairs? I walk back to the other hall. It's not there. Maybe I missed a door by the stairwell from the 1st floor? Nope. I head back down to the 1st floor. I saw a map of the building earlier, like the kiosks at a mall. I burst through the door and go straight towards the map.
Did you get that door open?
She looked startled. I guess I got her back for getting me earlier. I can't find the fucking door.
What do you mean you can't find it? It's in the hall right by the restroom.
I checked both hallways twice. Nothing. Looking at the map, it shows the stairs, exactly where she said they are. If you're facing the courtyard, the hallway on the right. What the fuck?
I know it's still early, but we really don't have time for your bullshit.
She must still be mad about me scaring her a minute ago. I head back up the stairs, past the cubicles again, and turn left to go down the hall on the right. Sure enough, there it was. I fucking looked here. There was nothing. I pushed the door. It's stuck. Okay. You really need to stop proving my sister right. I push harder. The top of the door flexes open a little. There's something wedged under it. I try to peek through the crack to see what it is, but it's too dark. My phone has a light. I pull it out of my pocket and turn the light on. It's trash. Leaves and dirt are piled up behind the door. Someone must have left the balcony door open. I grab a pencil off Steven's desk and start poking it through the cracked open door and start working the debris loose. It takes a while, but I get it open just far enough to squeeze my foot through and start clearing the rest of the dirt with my boot. I finally get the door open and turn to look up the stairs. It's too dark to make anything out, but there's a minuscule amount of light coming in from the courtyard. I work my way up to the top of the stairs, still using my phone to light the way. The battery is at 47%. The balcony door is closed, but there's no signs of anyone coming up here to close it. Maybe the wind blew it shut. Maybe someone on a ladder or something closed it from the outside when they were working on the courtyard. What the fuck is that? Yes, I know I'm alone, but still, what the fuck is that? I think it's. No. I hope it's like a squirrel or something. Whatever it is, it's practically mummified. It probably came from the courtyard through the open balcony door a few years ago and just died here. Why would I have brought a flashlight? The first 2 floors have power and lights. You'd assume the rest of the building does too. If they want us to start clearing junk out, they should make it safe for us to do so. I feel like I'm getting tetanus just looking at this place. The stairs were grimy. My feet stuck to almost every step, and when they didn't stick, they slipped off. It was dangerous, but it wasn't as dangerous as the rest of the 3rd floor seems to be. It clearly hasn't been touched since whoever lived here moved out. It's a common living area. There's old, deteriorating couches and a splintering coffee table facing an old TV with a smashed screen. A rusted and broken refrigerator door leans on one of the couches. There's a bar area on the right facing a kitchenette. The stools are still standing in their proper places. In the kitchenette is the rest of the rusted fridge, a broken oven, and a smashed microwave in the sink that's been filling with dripping water for so long. It now has a hole rusted straight through. The 3rd floor is basically the same layout as the 2nd, with much fewer doors. The common/living room area takes up the space of the cubicles below. There is a communal bathroom at the beginning of each hallway. The first hallway only has 2 doors. The bathroom at the beginning and another balcony door at the end. That balcony crosses along the back wall of the courtyard and connects to the hallway on the other side. There's the familiar service elevator door in the middle that opens to a landing that connects to the balcony. Same thing as the 4th floor above it. On the other side of the common area, the other hallway is lined with 3 large bedrooms, followed by the stairwell to 4 and the balcony door beyond that. The first bedroom on the right obviously belonged to a neat and organized teenager. No pop star posters on the wall. A bed with a gray and blue bedspread that is still made, despite being covered in inches of dirt and debris. There's a desk near the window looking over the courtyard with an old computer and a globe. The dresser is topped with a couple trophies and a trumpet. Band nerd. The next room across the hall has a sign on the door that says Bradley's room, with a frame around it that has a baseball and bat, a football, a basketball, and some crossed hockey sticks and a puck. The hockey emblem gives off Jolly Roger vibes. After pushing open the door, I see there's a red race car bed, a closet full of dusty toys, a toy chest/bookshelf near the window that overlooks the basketball court outside. There's also a dresser inside the door along the wall, covered in childhood stickers. A baseball bat leans against the dresser next to the door. A disintegrated baseball glove is on top of the dresser above it, next to some toy dinosaurs, and a faded picture I can no longer make out in a red frame that says, "Happy 9th birthday." Bradley had a lot of cool stuff. I was a little jealous. Directly across the hall from that room is another room. The door is jammed a little more than halfway open, and I can only see a bed that has an indentation the size of a body, like something heavy sat on top of the comforter for years, but is no longer there. I step out of Bradley's room to get a better look, but I freeze before entering. That's where the witch sleeps. What the fuck was that? That wasn't even out loud. That was like an invasive thought. I thought those words, but it wasn't in my voice. It was a child. Who the fuck is in my head? And who or what the fuck is the witch? I feel a chill through my whole body. Every appendage trembles for a moment. The most intense feeling of utter dread I have ever felt comes over me, but it only lasts a moment. What the fuck just happened? And where the fuck is my sister and her employees? They should have been done a long-ass time ago and been up here helping me already. I'm just full-on yelling now. At no one and everyone, all at once. I'm still frozen in place. Outside Bradley's room and the witch's room at the bottom of the stairwell. The stairwell door is open on this floor. wedged at the bottom with a piece of wood. I guess they weren't so rich, couldn't even afford a proper doorstop. Something clatters from the 4th floor. Sounds like glass breaking, falling and bouncing down the steps toward me. An old lamp rolls to my feet. Maybe there's some bum or something up there. Squatters have been taking over everything lately. Who's up there? Maybe it's the witch. Another intrusive thought in a child's voice. You need to quit fucking with me. I'm getting angry now. The fear is subsiding, because now I just know it's some crackhead up there playing games. Look, I don't care who you are or what you're doing. I just have a job I need to finish. I don't have any reason to call security or the cops or anything. It's none of my business. Just stop fucking around. I take the first step towards the 4th floor. You should probably know, though, there's a company moving in here, converting the whole thing into office space. They'll probably chase you out of here eventually. I take another step. All you gotta do is just acknowledge me, and I'll head back down. Leave you alone for the night. I really don't want to play this game. Just say something. Be like, hey, we're cool. I get it. Anything, really. But if you keep ignoring me, I have to go up there and start taking stuff out. And if you keep playing this haunted house bullshit, I'll have to come kick your ass. Still no answer. I'm running out of things to say to avoid just going up there. I'm almost to the top of the stairs, and I'm feeling more and more unwelcome. I'm not alone. I'm pretty sure you're outnumbered. I have no way to know that for sure. I'm just stalling. I get to the top and shine my phone through the doorway. Nothing. I shine the light toward the balcony across from that door and squint to look through the dirt and grime on the window, trying to make out anything to focus my eyes on. Then I realize there's a face looking back at me. I wince in pain, open my eyes, and look up. I'm expecting a squatter to be standing there, ready to stomp the life out of me. But there's nothing. I pull myself up, still preparing for an attack. I had jumped back when I saw those eyes and tripped over an end table that's in the hallway, holding the stairwell door open. I look back out on the balcony. No one's there. As I'm looking for whoever I just saw, I notice this floor is slightly different. This isn't a balcony at all, but it's a rickety old catwalk that follows the courtyard wall back around to the service elevator. This looks like the top floor. The catwalk is rusty and falling apart, not safe enough to support the weight of someone running across it. So where did they go? Was there even anyone there? There's a window at the end of the hall to my left, overlooking the courtyard. I turn to the right and shine my phone to the other end, trying to see as far as possible. It looks like another stairwell door all the way at the end. Instead of being on either side, like the floors before, that stairwell is at the front of the house. Any windows or balconies over there would look out towards the front yard. Probably has a nice view of the city skyline. A few feet ahead of me is another door. This must be the master bedroom. A bedroom so big it takes up the whole 4th floor, with only this hallway here, and the catwalk for housekeepers and room service. I turn back towards the courtyard and go over to look out the window. There is a balcony, but it looks like it's only accessible from inside the bedroom. There's no way someone jumped that gap from the catwalk to the balcony. Maybe I just got scared of my own reflection. Maybe there's no one even up here. But the catwalk door and the window are closed. So where the hell did that lamp come from? There has to be someone up here. It might have been sitting on the end table that's holding the stairwell door open. They might have bumped it going by. I walk to the bedroom door. I knock. No answer. Of course not. They haven't answered me yet. Why would they now? I walk to the end of the hall and look up the stairs to the 5th floor. There's several books scattered throughout. It'd just be a study or a private library up there. There's also another balcony door about halfway up, just as I suspected. I'll have to come back and check this out before we leave. Who knows? There might be some valuable first editions up there. I turn and walk back to the bedroom door. I knock again. Still no answer. Look, man, I don't want any trouble, but I'm coming in. the door is locked. That's weird. There's no keyhole out here, so it's locked from the inside. Fuck it, just knock it down. I step back and lunge forward as hard as I can, putting my shoulder into the door. I never make contact, though. Something hits me from my right, like it came running down the stairs from the study. It hit me harder than any linebacker I played against in high school ever could have. So hard I left my feet. So hard I dropped my phone. I rolled back to the stairwell leading back down to 3. I jump up, ready to fight off a maniac that's been hiding in this abandoned building for God knows how long. But there's no one there. Fuck this. I turn to run down the stairs. We need to get the fuck out of here. Now. I'm not moving fast enough, though. It's like time is slowed. I can hear something rushing towards me, and even though I'm already moving through the doorway, I'll never make it before it gets me. I'm hit again. I feel power and strength I could have never imagined. It lifted me off the floor and flung me hard enough. I cleared the stairs completely and crashed to the carpeted hallway below. The sharpest searing pain I've ever felt almost paralyzes me. My leg is broken. I can still sense whatever it is coming down the stairs before I've even stopped falling. I'm not going to just let it take me. I try to change directions to my right and use my forward momentum to roll into Bradley's room. I reach for the baseball bat while pushing myself up and trying to stand on one good leg. I grab the handle of the bat and spin back towards the hall in one clunky motion. You better not wake her up. The child's voice is in my head again, and I realize he means the witch across the hall. But it's too late. I can't stop the swing. The bat crashes against Bradley's door so hard it cracks the bat and knocks the door off the top hinge. The sign that reads Bradley's name hits the floor, and I realize whatever was after me is gone. I toss the bat onto the race car bed and turn back to the hallway, hobbling out as fast as possible. I glance up the stairs and see nothing, so I turn to head back to the common room and eventually down more flights of stairs to the exit. My eyes scan past the room across from me, and that intense feeling of dread comes back. There is a woman's dark figure standing in the doorway. It's almost just a shadow. I can't make out any features, but I get a sense of hatred and anger. I know what's about to happen.